Here we are. The Room Podcast. We are live with Tony Gravely. Let me get him in here. Tony Gravely in the screen, my man. What's up, my man?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing awesome. Let me get your text up there. Get me all your bling up there. I got to get all the cool stuff while you're here. What else? We got guest posts. We're live, Tony. We're good. We're good to go. So, Tony, my man, welcome to the Live Room Podcast, man. It's been a while since you've been on the live show, and we've come a long way, man. Glad to have you on and being a part of it this week, man.
No problem. Glad to be back. It's always nice talking with you.
So, my man, we're, what are we, a week and a half or so removed from that fight, man. It's sunk in at this point, man. How you feeling about that spectacular night of yours?
It's kind of crazy. It's been a week. Like at first it was like last week, the fights came. It's like, oh man, it's been a week. That's fast. And now it seems like it was forever ago, like it seemed like it was really fast. And now it's like, God, that was ages ago, but it feels good. Obviously, getting another win and any win is big, but in the UFC, it's even bigger. You're fighting the toughest fighters in the world. And, to win is hard, to get there, like they say, get there, getting there is hard, but to stay there is even harder, so, I'm just trying to continue to win and stay there. So, and, pick up as many bonuses as I can. So bonuses, man, those things, we're trying to buy a house down here. It's super expensive. So it helps out a lot.
In Florida, it's super expensive. Is it the area that you are living in now that is a little more expensive?
I'm assuming so. But then again, I've only lived in Virginia, so everything in Virginia is like way cheaper, than here. So I can only it's probably like for you guys, it's probably more expensive than Virginia. So you go from like really cheap to like kind of high, so it's like a huge difference. Our rent's probably like 3 times.
Oh, is that right? Well, then them two bonuses right there, in the last 3 fights will help out a lot. Man, how many more bonuses you need before you can get this house?
I don't know, man. Houses, like a house that's here, like let's say like a house back in Virginia, a house that's like 250,000. It's like a big house, you got money, if you had here, it's like a basic house. It's like super small, one's tiny, Virginia would be like 2 stories with a basement.
Exactly. You'd be living like a king over there in Virginia with a 250,000. Now, I think it's the part of Florida that you're located in now. There are other spots that are really nice, but you can get a house like the same way. But it's also probably because Florida is a hip place now. Since, everything's shut down, all the fighting's going on there, so they can raise them rents and everything since they have everyone heading that way, man. So, let's talk about this experience, man. Starting off the card, brother. How did that feel? It must have been like crickets in there as you're walking in there until Bruce announced you.
Yeah, it kind of was. It's been a while since I was the first fight on the card, but I actually kind of miss. It's like bittersweet, on the regional level, being the main event is super cool, but the only thing that sucks is waiting so long to get to there. So when you're the first fight, it's like, oh man, I get to get in there, get the show started, get it out of the way, go get something to eat, hang out, and get to watch the rest of the fights. Because if you're later in the card, the fights are on in your workout room, but you're not paying attention. You're like just ready, just waiting, pretty much waiting for it to be over rather than watching. So, I got to be the first one, and we had 3 other teammates fight. So I got to watch them fight as well, which was, I got it over with, got to go back to the hotel and watch those guys. So, it was cool getting us started off and then, start off with a finish too. So that was extra special.
Excellent, my man. You talked about, being able to watch some buddies in there because when I interviewed you, I think it was the week before prior to the fight, you were happy about kind of being the first fight because you could go and watch the rest. When did you actually get to sit down and watch? Because I know that you probably had, interviews in the back, some things going on, a lot of congratulations and stuff like that. When did you actually get to sit down and start enjoying the card?
Yeah, so usually, like, as soon as the fight's over, if you win, they like push you through to the different interviews and the pictures and things. And then with COVID and well, I guess in general, they kind of take you back to the hotel, so it's not like you get to watch live.
Oh,
So, they pushed me through, and by the time I got back to the hotel, I think they were on like maybe the third or fourth fight. So by that time, it was like right when the main card was about to start.
yeah.
So I kind of made it back just in time to watch everybody else. So
That
everybody else was on the main card.
that's pretty cool. That's I didn't know that they kind of ship you right out after your fight and don't let you kind of hang around, which is the smart thing. Let you get out of there. The less people in the in the place at the time, the better, man. So UFC is really doing their part to try to make things run smoothly. And then the next week or so, we have a card that like blew the roof off with fans all over the place. So it's kind of funny, man. Are you looking forward to getting back in that cage for it to experience the fans again? Real quick.
Yeah, I was watching that card, and it was like, man, this is crazy to think about. There are actual fans in the stand. There's cheering, and part of me is like, man, I'm a little bit jealous. They get to feel that, and it's just like a cool, like, you kind of take. I don't know if you necessarily take it for granted, but as a fighter, your job is to fight, and sometimes you don't think about like, what's outside of the cage because you're focused on what's inside. But it's definitely a big difference having people cheer for you. And I was watching the whole time. I was like, man, I can't wait to get back to that. That's got to feel so good, hearing everybody so hype and cheering. And even if they're booing, it's some interaction. Either way, it's energy. So, I'm excited to get back to that. So hopefully whatever card I'm on is one that, has the fans back.
Awesome. Well, you talked about interviews in the back and stuff like. I see you looking over. Is the cat coming back? The cat can make a special appearance. The cat is part of our interviews now. For now on,
he's not. I'll go grab him.
So
I was looking at my Alexa's like going like it's picking up something. I was making sure it wasn't going to start talking like.
Oh, all right. That's all right. We can add Alexa to the interview. We're gonna get the cat in there. So people that didn't see Tony's interview and mine. Talking about his fight, the cat made a special appearance. It was really, really cool. I love cats. Tony's a cat. Tony's looking all over his cat right now. So Tony and I are cat lovers, and his cat is actually a flyweight. I think like that. I think he's a flyweight. He's pretty large. Look at this. Look at this thing. So you got it?
It's a she. Her name's Daphne.
I'm sorry. It's a she. Look at the size of her. Dude, hey, good thing you live. I mean, you live in the South, so you really don't have to keep that warm during the winter. But that cat could really, like, keep you cuddled in the winter friggin' chills.
Yeah, she's like a big baby. She's spoiled. Like sometimes I'll pick her up and she'll like act like a baby. Like
that's things with cats, man. They either love you. For the moment, or they don't want to be bothered and they want to go sit in the corner and but they're cool either way, man. They're independent. I love them, and check that out, man. Check that out. Everyone's gonna be buying kittens now and stuff like that. Tony just started a craze. That's his luck charm, good luck charm right there. The cat. So stop by, go adopt some kittens out there. I'm gonna get.
I've got another one, but he's not as nice.
Oh, you got two of them.
Yeah, I've got two. One, I don't know where he is.
Yeah, hey, Tony, people with multiple or a couple cats in the household, the personalities, you always have one that's good and one that's really not, that great. You know what I mean? So it's all good, man. But dude, did the cats take, did they take the trip with you, or did you get them when you were there?
Yeah, actually, we had these cats when we were still in college. So I had the boy, the mean one. He wasn't so mean. It's not that he's mean. He's a little moody sometimes. And my wife had Daphne. The other one's Birdie's mine, and Daphne's hers. So like we when we were in college, we had them. So we've had them for like 9 years now, maybe almost 10 years.
Awesome, my man.
Yeah, 10 years.
Excellent, my man. Well, congratulations on the family of couple of cats you got there. I'm sure you're gonna be down the line after you're done winning bonuses and you get some downtime. You and Kayla will get start making Tony Juniors and stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually want kids more than she does. So I love kids. So if it was up to me, we'd have a pretty big family. So.
Excellent. Well, you got plenty of time, my man. Get your fighting done. She's doing a great job handling you and making sure everything's ready and there for you in the fight game, brother. So you guys got plenty of time for that. So, dude, I got someone that's heckling the hell out of us over here. Blaine Shutt is over there. I mean, he's blowing up the feed over here. He's calling you a cat. And he thought your wife was the cat lady, but I get you're fat shaming the cat.
Fat shaming kitty.
Oh, that was your wife. Now, does Blaine must know the cats? Has he ever met the cats? I mean, you guys used to train together in the past. You've had him 10 years.
Well, no, Blaine's never been to our place.
Oh.
But because our place where we actually lived was maybe like 15, 20 minutes from like our gym. So Blaine's never been to like never been to like my other place. So, but yeah, he's never met the cats, I don't think.
Good. Don't let him, man. Don't let him. They're 10 years in. Don't corrupt them at this point, man. You don't know what this kid's going to do with them. So, Tony, we're going to talk a little bit more about, the experience and, possibly what's next for you, because you did talk about the 125 flyweight. But, dude, I think that, you proved the other night that, 135, I think the UFC is happy where you are at this point, even though you do have options. But we are going to have Blaine call in and heckle you live in a few minutes. So, and he's got big news, and, you guys have chatted about it too, I'm sure. So, Tony, you get out of this fight, you get to think about it now. You came out of that basically, I would imagine, unscathed, except for maybe your knuckles hurting in your left hand. But, what are you looking for? Like, are you going to be in there quick, or is this something now, you're 2-1, fight bonuses. Is this something now the UFC really focuses on you and gives you something, moves you up in that, from the first spot in the night, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I don't mind being, the first fight. It doesn't matter what number I am. Yeah, my goal is the same. But it would be cool to. I think, I would hope that, as I started, started off a little slow, but as I started winning, that they, they see me as an asset to the bantamweight division. So hopefully, I'm assuming next time I'll be on up the card a little bit more and. Until I finally work my way up to that main event spot. So just taking it one fight at a time and going from there.
You missed the flyweight division, right?
What'd she say?
You missed the flyweight, right?
Oh, she wants me to go flyweight more than I want to go flyweight.
Wait a minute. You want kids more than she wants kids right now, and she wants you to go to flyweight before you want it. What's going on here? Now, why is that? Like, where is she? Get her over here.
You want to come over here?
All right, so. All right, but as we're speaking right here, I had your American Top Team photo of the whole gym. It looked like basically the whole gym there. You talked about some fighters along with you that were fighting. You got to enjoy, man. You want to talk about that and how special that was?
Yeah, so it was cool. Like ever since pretty much I started fighting, there's only been one card. It was like when I was an amateur, one card where like everybody from like my old gym, it was like 4 of us total. So as the first and only time I had ever had teammates actually fight on the same card with me. So I've always been the only guy. Like I travel up north and all through by myself. The only person on the team, and I've always been one of those people that I really enjoy like feeding off of other people's energy. So just like interacting with one another, being excited for one another. So to have those people on like Luis Pena. Juan Espino and Andre Arlovsky like on the same card. It was really cool to everybody was especially Pena. Pena's like one of those dudes. He's like always hyped. So like he gets really excited for you and he feeds off of your energy.
Yeah.
So I had just fought and as I was like getting my pictures done, he came out of the locker room just to come like show how excited he was and congratulate me. So that was really cool. and then he won. I think Juan kind of got screwed a little bit with the low blow. I thought it was a little soft, but it's I didn't get hit, but I thought it was a little light, and I thought the tide was the momentum was starting to shift. But I mean, there's nothing you can do about stuff like that. And then Andre won, so we did really well throughout the night. So it was cool just to be a part of that, feed off each other, and represent American Top Team together.
Excellent. Well, you set the tone for the night, my man, in a big way. Talking about Blaine here, I mean, he's got something going on. I'm going to get him on the phone now. We're going to talk a little more. I don't know if we're going to end with him and you or, I think we'll end with him and you, man. I think that'll be enough for these folks here. They'll have enough of us, but, oh, wait. All right. So we already talked about what's next for you, but what is your timeline? When would you want to get back in there? We were going to talk to Kayla, but she's doing something. When was your thought of, getting back in there, or her thought that you're going to relay to us?
Well, I guess I go and let her go on the flyweight thing, but
So, of course, he doesn't want to cut weight. So he wants to stay at bantamweight. But I personally think that he is the size to be a flyweight. So I'm trying to talk him into trying at least one fight at a flyweight. But I guess it just depends on how cutting weight affects him, and if he is still able to have the same amount of energy during a fight when he has cut that amount of weight. So I don't know. Hopefully I can talk him into it.
So something like that, Tony. Say you were thinking about to go to the 125 division. Would you go through a test cut? Would you? How would you try to adapt your body to get ready for that?
Yeah, I would want to do a test cut, maybe like in the gym on a sparring day, the day before a sparring day. Get down the weight, and then rehydrate, come in a sparring day, and see how I feel. That's the closest I'll get to feeling of a fight. So I guess I'd do that first. And my biggest fear is just I know what it feels like to cut weight, like a lot of weight. But also when I did cut to 125 in college, I wasn't necessarily cutting weight the correct way. So I was at the worst I could feel because I was doing it the wrong way. So now that I'm more mature, it's a little different. I would do it the correct way, but I'm always just so afraid that, if I do the test cut, I'll know. But I'm afraid that I'll get down to 125, and although I may be the same size or a little bit bigger, I won't be as strong as I am. My endurance won't be the same because I'm a very physical fighter. So I'm usually in better shape than everybody. One, because I work hard, I work a lot, and two, because I don't have to deplete my body as much to get that, to make weight. So I just have to test and see. I'm still dragging my feet. I was like, I don't know, but she really wants me to do it. I'm not against it completely. I just, dragging my feet on the commitment of doing it. But it's still a possibility. So we'll see. But as far as when I would like to get back in, we're going to be doing some traveling back home to see my parents at the end of May. So my guess is end of June, beginning of July-ish, when I'll be back in. So it would have been great to get a quick turnaround and fight in Jacksonville last week, but that didn't happen. So
wow. Nice. You were ready just to camp out and get right back in there.
Yeah, I would have been ready, but there was only I think one bantamweight fight, but one fell off, but I obviously didn't get the fight. So
excellent. Well, before I call Blaine in on this and let you guys get going, Tony, you of course you got to look back at your fight. Bisbing interviewed you after and stuff like that, dude. You watched the fight. Bisbing was talking a little shit about you in the during that fight, a little bit, talking about a little things, and all of a sudden, you started ground and pounding in the first round. You said, and the fight in my eyes could have been, it was close to being finished a couple of times in there, and the dude you fought, Anthony, hell of a trooper in there, man. He took a lot of damage, and he hung in there, and it took the ref to pull you off him to end that fight. But did you when watching that fight? Did you have any problem with the commentary at all?
I've only watched it once, so I hadn't really. The commentary wasn't didn't sink in. If I watched it again, I'll be like, oh. But yeah, there were times where, I remember the main thing I remember is they're like, oh, he's about to tap, but I wasn't. I was trying to reach he had a guillotine, but my arm was on the outside of his leg, so I was reaching up to fight the hand, but my hand could only go but so far because the leg was blocking. So it looked like I was reaching, and then I found my way back in the leg and got the hands. But I didn't know that people thought that because in my head I'm thinking I'm fine, it's not tight.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have a dominant position when I get out of this in a second.
Yeah, get my neck out, I'm on top. Trouble,
Tony, I'm watching it and I'm like, Bisbee, are you watching the same fight? He's talking about, Anthony, going forward, connected with some shot and I'm like, Tony's leg kicking him and smacking him around. He fucking just knocked him down, for God's sakes. What's going on in here?
I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to trying to make it a little more exciting. I don't know. But
I guess he knew that you were gonna. I mean, because another thing, you were the biggest favorite on the card. So that's what they said in the commentary. You were the biggest. He was the biggest underdog. You were the biggest favorite. So I guess they were trying to make him look, but he hung in there. But Tony, you put a beating on him for 7 minutes, man. It was an outstanding performance, and you were awarded a well-deserved award of that performance in the night. All right, let's give Blaine a call, but now we're gonna have Blaine on. Maybe Blaine has something to say about that commentary. I'm gonna try to get Blaine on video, but he's not gonna be on screen here. But wait a minute, I do have his face somewhere. I do have Blaine. Oh, there it is in the corner, live with Blaine. I had things prepared for this kid. Hey, Tony, you can tell everyone he's been calling you off the hook for the last fucking half hour, right?
I know. I was eating when he called the first time, and then
wait a minute. Let me get the volume up on here. Look, he's in bed. He's naked. Blaine, hold on.
Holding on to what?
All right, talk.
I am talking.
All right, there he is. All right, let me get him off here. All right, this is his gaff. I'm gonna put him right over his nameplate. But at least Tony can see him, I think. But he's right there.
It's a little bit of a glare. I can kind of see it.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, this is a hack podcast, man. What do you want on spur of the moment? I didn't know he was calling. All right, Blaine, what's going on, man? You got anything to say to this guy? I'm going to get him back over here.
Yeah, first of all, Tony, why the fuck is it that I got to hack your podcast to get a hold of you? You didn't answer the damn phone call.
When you called, I was eating for one, and then the second time, Steve couldn't even get a hold of me because I was cleaning the grill.
I can vouch for that. He said that.
Excuses. First of all, when I call, damn well you go hungry. Okay. we have changed and eaten in front of one another plenty of times. We both know that we need to have our conversations when they're meant to be.
So can I just say something here? I know Blaine can't see what the feed's saying, but Kayla just said, Blaine, you are like a stalker ex-girlfriend. Is this happening?
I'm just Tony's secret lover that his wife doesn't fancy very much.
So what? This is a R-rated show, but we're not going to go there, my man. You guys had some private wrestling, training going on, man. Let's keep this off the airways here, man. So, buddy, Tony comes off a huge win, and we did talk about it last week. You and I on the podcast. Man, how you feeling about this man live that you can say to him, kind of to his face?
Well, he already knows that I'm super proud of him, and we had that conversation and how he felt about his fight. But we're not here for Tony. We're here talking about me finally getting the call to Bellator, baby. Let's go. Thanks for no help, Tony.
So Tony, he did talk about.
Tony totally throws me under the bridge. It doesn't come corner me for Bellator because he has to go to Disney World.
Well, yeah, we already had that plan. It's Kayla and her parents. We had that plan months ago, I think. Probably before I even had my fight scheduled. I think it was pretty far ago.
Is it? Hey, Tony, is this how it goes in the gym when you guys were training together? Like, he just was on you nonstop. Did you try to like suffocate him just so he'd shut up?
I tried to, but it still don't work.
Listen, I was the comic relief in our training session. Like, our coach Perry would try to like teach us like some type of combination, right? And Tony would just stand there all square footed, and I wouldn't get the footing right. And then I would just come off with a random joke, and then I would just jump on him.
So he was surprise attacks over here, man. So
and he would play like Backstreet Boys all the time.
oh no way! He did. He yeah.
That's our warm up right there. Bro,
That is it.
Backstreet Boys
Listen,
was our shit.
do not go any farther with this. I've looked at Blaine's old pictures, man. He auditioned, man. He auditioned for them.
All day.
So all right.
I could have been in a boy band.
Up-
Ask Tony about my singing, dude. I could have been in a boy band. He loves it. He loves singing.
I'm sure. Hey, listen. All right, guys. Serious here thing. Tony talked about going down to 125, maybe.
I'll trash him.
You're going up.
Down to 25. He can do that all he wants. I will literally cuddle him up like a little teddy bear he does in the gym, and I will tickle him to submission. Everybody knows Tony's ticklish, right? All you gotta do is give him a little 2 fingers in the freaking rib cage, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm happy."
He's giving too many secrets up here.
But
Yeah,
but it does give me like extra strength. You know, it's like
yeah. It's like a tickle from Blaine. So all right, buddy. All right, let's serious here. Blaine is stepping up. 135 pound for Bellator, man. What are you thinking about your guy here? Stepping up in weight for this opportunity, because it's not what Blaine was looking for exactly. It was Bellator 125. He'd love to fight at, but 135 is a great option also. What are you thinking about this? Your side of it, Tony. Him moving up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's fought at 135 before, and it's one of those things like kind of like my situation. It's like you don't have to be the biggest to compete at a certain weight class. So if you've got the skills, which I know Blaine does, Blaine's got good cardio, Blaine's tough, he's got good wrestling, good striking. So I don't think the one weight class up, the extra 10, 15 pounds or whatever is gonna make a difference.
Excellent, Blaine. How you feeling, man? We're a little over a week before you hit the scales, man. How's it feel to get back to the 135 pound division and get the Bellator, man?
I'm super excited. I mean, obviously, we had our conversation last week where there were other things that I wish would have gotten play. Shit, I even had Tony reaching out to Sean Shelby trying to get me in the UFC, and it didn't work. But I'm excited. I do think it's funny, though, if Tony were to ultimately end up going down to 25 and I go up to 35 for 2 different promotions, I think would be kind of funny. But at the same time, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I do really wish that, like, COVID and shit wasn't happening because, like, obviously, training-wise, me and Tony have been separated for quite some time. And I miss you so much, bro. I miss you so much. We may not talk every day, but, like, there's some type of formal communication between us two, which is, like, 90% of the time me randomly leaving him, like, messages on his voicemail because he doesn't like to answer the phone.
I do answer the phone. And since, like, I've actually called you more lately than I have, especially because, like, the way my schedule works now, like, the way the training schedule works, I've been calling you more. So you can't say that I don't. Well, yeah, and I have answered more, too.
Team
so.
Captain Tony's the big shot UFC Performance of the Night bonus card winner now. God forbid.
All right, now, all right, wait, all right. A couple of more things, because because you're like, you're too much here, Blaine. Listen, you had a birthday yesterday. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Now I'm gonna put Tony. Listen, I'm gonna put Tony on the spot. Tony, you just won $50,000. Did you send Blaine a gift?
I sent him a text.
He sent you a text. He sent you a text with hearts.
Funny.
What'd you say?
it's worth the text is worth more than any amount of money.
Exactly. Tony's 2-1 in the UFC now with 2 fight bonuses, man. His text is worth something now, man.
It is. He's a superstar now. He's got that check next to his name on Instagram and everything.
he's stalking you, Tony. This guy's all over you, man. I fucking love it, dude. I love it. Thank God you got away from him and you're in Florida now. This fucking guy.
I know. I got away.
Made away. The whole time about, hey, when are you coming down, bro? I need you. I miss your wisdom. I miss the words. I miss the heart to hearts. I'm like, bro, I'll get there. You just gotta open up to people.
All right, my man. Any last words from you two guys before I let you go and let Tony kind of absorb this whole roasting of you in the last 5 minutes?
Yeah, what do you gotta say, Tony? Huh?
Kayla, what do you got to say?
Ooh.
Kayla roasts Blaine a lot. Like, I don't do a lot of roasting, but Kayla will do it for me. Kayla, what you got to say to Blaine?
So I do not call or text him even half as much as you do. And I have been married to him for 10 years. You're for real like a stalker. And then you want to come on here and troll him and say you don't know who he is. Bitch, have several seats.
I love it, dude. This is golden, man. This is gold. Like I said, it's an our show. We could really dig deep and really get some dirt on. Tony doesn't have much dirt. Look at the smile on him, man. He's he's got cats. He's had cats for 10 years, man. He's all set. You, on the other hand, Blaine, you're full. You are dirty as they come, my man. But you are a hell of a guy, man, and you got a huge fight coming that I'm sure Tony is going to be all over watching and, texting you like crazy, coming fight week.
Yep, that's my boy. All right, Kayla, let's play some freaking COD.
Hey, you want to play tonight?
Okay, if you want to play tonight, but you denied my request every time when we tried to schedule it, so.
I sent you the last request. You've ignored me the last 4 times.
Oh my!
I just become a secretary. I'm getting
I'm
games
about to say,
going.
he's just taking over your show.
Gee, like what's going on here? You guys are playing board games online. I didn't think you guys were really this close, man. I'm like you guys are like freaking, blood brothers just about. Well, he's more of it than you, Tony. You're probably like, you get enough of this guy. You know what I mean?
I have been told before that me and Tony look a lot alike. Just I'm a lot tanner.
Yeah.
All right, my man. I'm gonna let you go, and you got a fight coming up, so you gotta get out of here. I'm gonna say bye. I'm gonna say bye to Tony the proper way without you here, and I'm gonna let him give some shout outs and all that because this is not your show tonight. It's Tony's, and and the only reason why I let you on is because it was your birthday yesterday, and I didn't even send you a text. So, last thing, Blaine, say bye.
Later, guys.
All right. He's
Hey,
out.
see ya.
Look at him. He's in bed, too. He's probably naked and everything. All right, Tony, I'm going to let you get out of here, man, because it's been a fun show with you. Blaine called in as a surprise, man. He's been bugging us all day, saying, I finally let him on. So, but he's an awesome guy. I love my man there, Blaine, and I wish him luck next Friday night, man. He's gonna kill it there. So, Tony, last thing, man, shout outs, sponsors, thank yous, and I'll let you get out of here. Enjoy your night.
I'd like to thank my wife, my parents, between the two of those, well, my wife and my parents, just the support that they give me is crazy. I wouldn't be able to do, without Kayla, I wouldn't be able to do this. It'd be hard to do any of it. Without my parents, same thing. If I didn't have my parents, wouldn't be able to do any of this. So it's hard. And Kayla's parents as well, just that support itself means a lot. And, her parents treat me as if I'm their child. And they're at this point, they're into the fighting just as much, especially her dad, probably more into it than my parents at this point. So it's cool to have, though. It means a lot that they are supportive of what I do. Everybody at American Top Team, Dan, Richie, Conan, all the coaches and Coach Bruno, everybody, all my training partners, which are a ton, all the best training partners, coaches in the world, phenomenal gym, phenomenal people, and I'm just extremely fortunate to be in a situation where I get to train with the best fighters every single day, and even though I'm, over 20 fights in my career, I'm still getting better every day. So between that, everybody that continues to support me from back home in Virginia, people from North Carolina, all over, you guys up north in New England, I appreciate it all. It means a lot. The support, some people, take it for granted. And, I definitely don't. I don't take it for granted at all. And it means a lot. The texts, the calls, the messages, everyone's genuine happiness for me succeeding means a lot. And, thank you for having me back on. And it's always great talking to you. Thank you for Blaine calling in. And good luck to Blaine. I know he's going to do well. I'm excited to watch him. So I guess that's about it,
Excellent. Well, Tony, I'm going to have Blaine on after he gets his hand raised, maybe a couple of weeks down the road. You can surprise call in. You can, we'll have some plans. I'll actually get you on video, so I'll know you're calling in. I'll have it prepared, and you can roast the hell out of him because it'll be all good, man.
And then I can take over his show.
Exactly, my man. Well, Tony, thank you so much once again, man. Congratulations on your second win at the UFC, second performance of the night bonus, and all the great things happening to you, the support, your wife, your new team, in-laws, your parents, everything, man. Blessing you, the kiddies. Love it, man. Yes. Yeah, they're all done. They're in. All right, my man, you have a great night, and thank you so much for calling in, my man.
Thank you, buddy. You too. Thanks for having me.
Take care, bro.
All right. See you.
There you go. Tony Gravely. Out of here. That's my man. He's such a friggin' great guy. And he talked about, loving the support that he's getting, of course. But it's because the way he is that his support is growing daily. Like the man, just like Blaine said, he's got that little blue check mark on his Instagram that Blaine wants so bad. After this fight, Blaine, you'll get it. Couple of things. I was going to have Lars Borson on from Full Contact Management, one of Blaine's managers there. But we don't have time. We're running out of time right now. But I'm going to talk about just a couple of things before I let you go. Let me get Tony's text out of there. Couple of things before I let you go. Tomorrow, big news tomorrow. There is a big announcement coming from, where's the picture? Drumroll, please. Where are we? Cage Titans news is out. Today, Mike Polvier from Cage Titans put out an Instagram post saying, it's about time. It's about that time. Make sure you follow our IG page. We stayed quiet long enough while things settled. Tomorrow we have a big announcement. I know what's going on. I have the beans. But we're going to let Cage Titans spill the beans tomorrow. I don't know when this podcast or what they're planning on doing, how they're going to make this announcement. But follow their Cage Titans IG page. Like they said right now, I imagine they'll go live on their IG and give this, or maybe their Facebook page live. Join them both. Follow them both, because after tomorrow, them pages are going to be blowing the hell up. So big news tomorrow from Cage Titans. You're all going to love it. All right. Next, CES Friday. This Friday night in Orlando, Florida. I'm so sorry. CES will be back in business. CES 62 will be live on UFC Fight Pass. Dennis Paiva, co-main event. The main event, we're going to talk about it tomorrow because Travis Lazat from NewEnglandMMA.org has a huge article coming out tomorrow about the whole card. He worked very hard on this article, very, very hard on this article, and it's a very, very, very nicely written article, and hopefully CES shares it and gets it out there, because I don't see too many breakdowns of the actual card, and Travis is going to do that. And it's something that should be shared and watched. So a couple more things. Another big announcement that was made, I think yesterday, one of Full Contact Management's fighters, Jonathan Piersma, huge submission at Cage Fury Championships 94. Omoplata finished the second one in CFFC history. I think they're at least a 10-year-old promotion, if not older. Huge promotion, over 100,000 people on their Facebook page. Instagram's huge. They're huge. UFC fighters are being spawned all over the place out of here. But huge article from UFC.com on Jonathan Piersma and how and the technique. I'm sorry, the transitions he used to pull off that very, very rare submission. And like I said, he is managed by Full Contact Management. And Jonathan has fight news coming soon. Okay? I can say that. What else do I have here? Do I have one more thing? One last thing I want to throw up here before I let you go. Look at Lars Borson. Let's fucking go. I have one more or two more things. I am going to show this. Lars had a huge article on the Chris Weidman leg break from Saturday, talking about karma, and it happened to Anderson Silva in that fight, his defending of the title against Anderson Silva. As we know, Anderson Silva had a severe leg break. But my question is, does Chris Weidman come back after this leg break, this severe leg break? Anderson Silva got it later in his career, and he came back, fought a few fights, performed. Not the Anderson old, but we can blame that on age. Does Chris Weidman come back from this severe injury? I hear it's a year before he can even get in that cage. Not sure when he can actually train again. Does Chris call it a day, mend himself, get himself to a stage where he can actually be a coach, train, help his training partners, and, give up fighting? I don't know, but we'll see. It's a huge, devastating injury that's going to take some time to get over. And, Chris, he had pictures up today, too. This steel on his knee. His knee was compromised in that break. So the dude is, his leg is like the Tin Man now. So, but, props to him. Chris Weidman, man, I love the dude. And, I hope great things for him in the future. Dude, it's a sorry thing for MMA just to watch that. So, last thing. What do I have for Blaine here? I want to just give, there it is. Blaine Shutt's banner. I want to throw this up there because I want to give a big shout out to Walt Anderson for putting this banner together. I want to give a shout out to Blaine's sponsors, Full Contact Management. Get his, this is a push. Blaine will be fighting for Bellator. And Blaine will be... Stop messaging me, whoever's messaging me in the middle of my fucking podcast right now, okay? You know better than that. So, Blaine Shutt's thing is right now is, you guys fuck with me. I'm going to kill you. Blaine's banner is up, giving a shout out to Walt Anderson and on this great work, man. Blaine and his little daughter, all his sponsors, all that good stuff. Blaine's doing it. Week and a half. Bellator 258. Blaine's debut for them. CES flyweight champion. Moving up to the bantamweight division. And that's about it. With that said, The Room Podcast, great show. Thank you, Tony Gravely. Thank you, Kayla Gravely, for putting it together. I messaged Kayla. She handles Tony's kind of online stuff because he's getting bombarded with calls And, Tony's got not better things to do, but he can't answer everyone. And especially me being like Blaine. I'm going to call it a Blaine. When you're a pain in the ass from now on, if someone's being a pain in the ass from now on, I'm going to call don't be a Blaine. That is my new saying. Don't be a Blaine. Like when Lars or Travis, they're being pests or saying something that's kind of not, kosher or, I agree with. Don't be a Blaine. It's a catch. I think I'm going to make a fucking shirt that way. With that said, The Room Podcast, great show. Thank you. See you next week.